Dr. P.J, Member National Disaster Management and former Director, Bhava Atomic Research Center, Mumbai, for his gracious presence in this event. In spite of his extremely busy schedule, he came over here and gave his gracious presidential address. I am really very much thankful to you, sir. Dr. P.J gave excellent briefing of the theme of this conference. As well, he pointed out the needs of reading. Sincere thanks are due to Professor S.K. Thora, Chairman, University Grants Commission, for providing us the necessary help for organizing this event. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for Dr. T.R.K., Dr. R.K. Chavan, and the other officers from UGC involved in this event for their wholehearted support. I also extend my thanks to Sri Sunil Kumar ji, Joint Secretary, Universities and Higher Education, Ministry of Human Resource Development, for support and guidance received in the organization of this event. I also wish to express my gratitude to Dr. Amit Roy, Director, Inter-University Accelerator Center, for his minute-to-minute guidance, support and his encouragement at every step. I take this opportunity. I would like to thank the funding agencies such as Board of Research in Nuclear Sciences, Atomic Energy Regulatory Board, Department of Science and support provided by Lawrence and Mine, Vacuum Technologies Private Limited, and DOC Edwards. I am grateful to Professor Ashish Datta, Director, National Center for Plant and Genome Research, and other officers of LCPJ for their logistic support. I would like to express our sincere thanks to personnel from media, both print and electronic, for giving an excellent coverage to this academic program. Let me to say, an event of this dimension cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling months in advance. It requires meticulous planning and execution and an eye for the details. I have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated colleagues who know their job and are result-oriented. It is not possible for me to name each and everyone for their involvement and willingness they have expressed to take responsibilities in organizing this conference. If I start naming them individually, it would take a long time. Already we are late. So I thank them collectively. Thank you very much.
Now, with this, we come to the end of this session. I now invite you for fighting. Thank you.
Now let me switch to the academic education in the nuclear field, which is also especially then also in nuclear. Also pointed out for India, natural sciences, engineering are considered as, let's say, difficult. But since Chernobyl, nuclear sciences in Germany have a very hard, poor standing. We are getting older, the number of academic staff, experienced staff decreases, the students, since it's not very attractive, still decrease, so this is a self-accelerating process to the wrong side. Yeah, just to show you, there are headlines like the nuclear decline in Germany, of course, only goes renewable. I don't know how to. Here, a number of lectures in universities, so it is really declining, and you can extrapolate in our but still there will be nuclear power plants and there will be many medical applications. Yeah? Of course, I should mention this, there's an additional challenge because Europe changes to a new system which is more close to yours. All engineers are more the practical ones. Now they both deliver a bachelor after 3 years, both have a master after directly into the job. There is a big change, and if people want to come to Germany now, they should really carefully read the course programs, because this changes a lot, and you have to carefully read what is the bachelor about and the master's about. Is it really one of science, or is it engineering? And it could be. So maybe I don't go too much into these details. I said, please carefully look. And this gives students, but also for industry. What do we have to expect from these new diploma degrees? Is it really something which we can use? So this makes us life even more difficult at the moment. So to summarize, yeah, plants, of course, Europe. This is the European pressurized reactor, which is in favor. Now, the possible solution is, of course, we have to find partnerships with industry and research centers to continue. Not only true for Germany. If you go to Italy, if you go to Spain, if you go to the northern countries, maybe except France, it's all over the place, it's the same situation. Now, just to finish, some examples of our department. Yeah, we have a master in nuclear application, we have biomedical masters where we do the imaging, and we have a master of energy, where the infrastructure, we try, and that's why we have still a good infrastructure, to give as much practical experience as possible to the students, because theory is nice, but if you have not seen a nuclear radioactive source, you don't know how to treat it. 10 centimeter lead, 6 centimeter copper, anti-Compton shield, germanium detector, some low-level installation, a drum scanner, where the drum scans and the detector here can go up and down, or just to show the students Compton scattering and look at the Compton peak in the spectrum. This is the kind of experiments we show them. Now, we had for cooperation with him, and he even gives us manpower. That means he sends engineers to us for giving really lectures close to the European universities, which all suffer from the same thing. The Belgians are also quite good in the infrastructure, but also white-haired professors. The Spanish good. The practices in Europe continue. There is really a demand on experts in radiation protection all over Europe. Bricks in threads, but I think also chances is in 5-10 years time, so that maybe there is even an uprise. And I think there are a lot of opportunities for specialists still done with filter cylinders for the personal dose. There are also TLD, but it's over 90% is still done with filter cylinders.
So my process is stringent, and therefore people feel that we are all right, no need to study about that.
Stringent, but on the other hand, if you have not people who understand why the laws are like that, then it will not work in future. So you need well-educated people. So I think, no, the main feeling is really that nuclear is not well seen in Germany. So
then I think many people will come forward to learn about that.
Yes, but it just fear, and it did not improve knowledge. Of course, on the scientific side, there was a tremendous gain of knowledge after Chernobyl, that's very clear, but not in the public side. This is very, and that's what I showed you, is also the official political world does not like nuclear, and with that continues to create this fear.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. This is a nice thing.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity.
My field, I'm a nuclear physicist. Nuclear techniques and radiation protection at the Fachhochschule Aachen. This is in the west of Germany, and we are teaching students on the bachelor's and master level in these fields. My research interest is low-level gamma spectrometry, radioactive waste assessment, but mostly I'm teaching. Okay?
My name is Dr.A.P.J. I am from United States, Missouri, Maryland Heights. I work for Tyco Healthcare Malincrot, a manufacturing facility for radiopharmaceuticals. I am a principal health physicist at the manufacturing facility. I'm enjoying the conference here, and a lot of talks and lectures are echoing the same sentiments that I'm going to present in the talk. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Shuichi-ban, I came from Japan. My institute is the Japan High Energy Accelerator Research Organization. It is located near Tokyo in Japan. And I'm the radiation supervisor of our laboratory, so I'm doing the work for the radiation protection for the accelerator in our laboratories. There are some collaboration program between our laboratory and IUAC in India, so we are working together with the person in this laboratory. Thank you.
I will go back to suppose a bomb is dropped in university. You will come down, I will come down. This is effectively going to happen. Now, photo is this thing about it very seriously.
They are doing the same thing.
I will return to city in
Thank you so much.
चलो एक तो होने दो यार थैंक यू
What kind of audience I will get? Totally boring and out of place.
Now you are organized audience are similar kind of
But the only thing is, I just see so much photo media. I take it because I want to see
Ions and electrons is RF field. Semiconductor doping, control doping, further they will be using it. And the next 4,500 of these are mostly electron linear accelerator for food processing and also basic research and radioactive short-lived isotopes, especially FDC, fluorine 88 for project management. Now, having developed so much of accelerators, now here I will present a particular proton accelerator, how it will be useful for cancer treatment. This, so the protons are, as we know, that so the ratio will be 1:5. So therefore, you can spare the skin where the tumor is not there if you are able to use proton dose. But however, so they use what is called a fly wheel or modulating wheel. This wheel is nothing but graded thicknesses of plastics and some air gaps will be there. It will be rotated at a speed depending on tumor is located around 4 centimeters down. and if you use a single proton, this is how the energy distribution. Tumor doesn't get it anything. Suppose if you use NMU linear accelerator, see you will get the energy distribution like this. So near that surface and all other tissues will get much higher dose than the tumor. As a result of that, you are sparing other normal tissues. The patient recovery is much higher.
Technique is one in which we collect these aerosols and then count with the alpha counter. Then solid state electronic detectors are others in which we put it in soil or somewhere else and then we get the value instantly. Then surface variant detector, of course, we use for the radon exhalation study. Then ionization chamber, it's very common in which we collect the air from the commonly used nowadays, and some of you are also using it. And this is of course based on the ionization chamber. And then long-term measurement techniques, of course, which we believe is very cheap. I would say the track edge technique we are using very frequently, and in the morning we have seen a talk from the Dr.A.P.J. She is also using this alpha rod and track edge technique. But these are in fact the technique we are using for the contemporary radon measurements. The bare mode gives you the radon concentration plus phoron concentration plus that is from the other sleep. So it protects the solid progeny. It does not allow to introduce solid progeny like polonium and lead inside it, and only radon. So while entering through that membrane, it gets decayed off. And that's why only radon is available inside this chamber. You can find out the value differently, and by that way you can find out the equilibrium. Our maximum up to 1 year if you want concentration because of the accumulation inside house. And in summer we get generally the low concentration because of the vent, and we can calculate maximum up to the 1 year. But what happens when we do the epidemiological study? When we try to find out the risk due to the radon, there are two different methods. There is a conflict between these two methods. With dosimetric approach, we are always getting very high results. Epidemiological approach is something different because we don't have the data for the epidemiological approach. But in the morning, the samples based on the Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the data on the miners, and in some countries like in Russia, in uranium mines, there are some data on the miners also. So based on that, they have calculated the value. But epidemiological data and this dosimetric data, there is always a difference between these two. So when we make the measurement based on 1 year data, what we do that we extrapolate it for changes inside the house. We assume that this was the value of radon inside this house for last 30 years. Like the modification in the design of the house within last 20 years, that will also affect the radon concentration. Like the replacement of the item inside the house, that will also affect the concentration of radon inside the house. So these are some factors which has to be taken in consideration, and based on that, there is one technique which measures the radon retrospectively. Like one is the volume trap method. Because polonium-210, I have come to the next slide, that's why polonium-210 is important. The polonium-210
500 million protons. Among us, this experiment called the stent shielding experiment. They are our experimental group of this project. And this photo was taken at the final experiment 1 year ago. In the high energy accelerator facility, many high energy neutrons are produced by Mohammed primary proton with accelerator material. This photo shows the 12 GeV proton synchrotron in KK. For example, accelerated proton convert to spinning magnet, but we have a serious problem. This video shows comparison calculated attenuation of neutron dot inside the concrete shield in the case of 1 GeV neutron instance, like in this situation. Horizontal axis indicates the depth of the concrete, and the vertical axis indicates the confidence of the molecular simulation codes from the benchmark. But only a few experiments for the benchmark have been performed so far. Especially, as there is no experimental data pertaining to the next three conditions simultaneously, high energy neutrons, zero dilution, and thick concrete shear. So we constructed a high energy neutron reinforcer Kent of KK and applied a distribution method. This is a simple picture of Kent neutron reinforce and transferred to this tungsten target assembly. This figure is these 4 tungsten blocks. These tungsten blocks, the thickness of these tungsten blocks are typically about 12 centimeters. The deep current is about 7 microampere. After the produced secondary neutrons pass through stainless steel block to 0 degree direction. The length of the collimator is about 2 meters and irradiated on the big concrete shear. They go to slot 1 to slot 8. They positioned along the 130, 185, 250, 320, 400 centimeter depth contains various special detectors. Especially, gold detector is very useful and very special energy. In the gold activation detector, the threshold energy is with the wide energy range. So, using this gold detector, we can directly measure the neutron at the wide energy range. In these bare element nuclide, first, the gold detector is dissolved with an origin. Second, 20 milligram of neodymium carrier was added to the solution. And then, bare element was corrected with neodymium oxide, like this. Finally, a gamma ray spectrometer was performed using the gamma detector. This figure shows gamma ray spectrum of gold detector. After radiochemical separation, the complicated spectrum became simple spectrum like this. And we could detect gamma rays from their element. Due to very low activity. So we set a low factor gamma ray counting system like this. The system has a main sounding detector and sounding three outline situation detector. This is an example of the gamma ray spectrum. Using this gamma ray counting system, we extract the coincidence event with nuclide decay mode is electron to nuclide of layers element of deep position. Next, I'll show you the result. This figure shows the yield attenuation in the gold detectors. Horizontal axis includes